Kita juga by name, tiada yang terkecuali.
Steady Kau Gang bersama saya Velvet di Kupi FM. Terima kasih karena terus setia bersama kami orang di sini nih. Dan untuk hari ini kita ada seorang film producer yang sangat terkenal di Filipina. Dan kalau kita sebut nama dia, memang nama yang tidak asing lagi dalam industri perfilman di Philippines. Dan hari ini saya bersama dengan Mr. Don Monteverde. How are you?
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hai. Dan untuk pengetahuan kamu orang, Mr. Don adalah seorang presiden dan CEO of Reality Entertainment and managing business partner of Upstream. So, thank you so much for being with us today, Mr. Don. Before we start, maybe you would like to introduce yourself to our Sabahan listeners.
Yes, sure. I'm Don Monteverde, so I'm a film producer here in the Philippines, and we own a company called Reality Entertainment. So we do a lot of Filipino feature films.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, due to the pandemic, we had some films that we actually did, and we didn't have any place to show it to. So we tried to figure out what's the next best thing to do, no?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Upstream was born.
Oh, okay. So today, I'm gonna ask about the Metro Manila Film Festival and also Upstream. So my question would be, before we start, okay, maybe you wanna talk about Upstream and what brought Upstream to life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. So Upstream was brought to life because of the current pandemic that we have. It's a TVOD platform offering content online. So it's not really something new in the Philippines because, we have some other TVOD platforms like Google, YouTube, but it's a very first of its kind for the catered for the Filipino audience, and that's whom Upstream will be serving.
Oh, so it's gonna be all Filipino content.
For now, it's really Filipino content, but later on we'll be also giving out some foreign titles. For now, it's all Filipino.
Oh, I see. So, what makes it different or unique with other existing streaming platforms? Because we have a lot right nowadays. So, what makes Upstream unique?
What makes Upstream unique is it was actually tailored fit for the Filipino audience. No? So, our main market would be the Philippines and connecting to the Filipino audience abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we want to be showcasing the Filipino talent also globally. No? I hope some of our foreign friends will be able to appreciate also the kind of movies the Filipinos are doing.
I see. So
that would make it a bit different from other platforms.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the Metro Manila Film Festival. Dan mungkin kawan-kawan tidak pernah dengar pasal Metro Manila Film Festival. Dan Metro Manila Film Festival adalah sebenarnya satu annual film festival yang selalu diorang buat di Metro Manila, Philippines. Dan the festival which runs dari December 25th, yaitu hari Christmas, sampailah New Year's Day. Dan sampailah pada minggu pertama untuk Januari tahun 2001. Sebenarnya focuses on Filipino films. Jadi, during the course of the festival, movie theaters show only films that are approved by its jurors and exclude foreign films except in 3D theaters and IMAX theaters. And since 2010s, film entries were played in selected 3D cinemas that it shows movies in 2D format. So it is the major film festival in the country. Kalau kita tengok, ini adalah satu film festival yang sangat-sangat besar di Filipina. Jadi I would like to ask you about this. We heard about Upstream's partnership with the Philippines' grandest annual movie festival. So, can you tell us more about this exciting partnership?
Yes, sure. So, let me start with MMFF. So,
Okay.
MMFF has been running in our country for a long, long time, and it's actually become a tradition for the Filipino audience to actually catch this every December. where no other foreign movies can be shown while the festival is ongoing. So with the MMFF, the Metro Manila Film Festival, it's like it's really catering towards the Filipino and making them happy during the holiday seasons.
Okay.
Yes, and it's also one of the biggest enterprise when it comes to film festivals running in our country. And I can actually confirm that it is actually the biggest film festival here in the Philippines. And in terms of audience participation.
I see.
Now, how it got connected to Upstream, then because of the current pandemic, my business partner and I, Eric Mati, actually thought of really trying to see how we can still showcase the content that the people are used to seeing every time this holiday season comes. And as we all know, all the theaters here in the Philippines, and I guess in other parts of the world too, are currently closed. So I think we should give a reason for some of the audience to feel happy about when they actually find out that it's really still going to happen for them, this MMFF. And that's where basically Upstream spoke to MMFF and actually forged a partnership in bringing together an online platform that would cater for the MMFF movies to cater for our audience.
Okay, so this year there are a total of 10 finalists, in MMFF. So if I want to watch a movie, how much does it cost to rent each film, and how do I book this film?
Yes. So for international audience, we actually have a price point of $10
Per movie?
Yes, $10 per film that you watch. So we're hopeful that our audience abroad would be able to participate and watch.
Okay, so are Sabahans able to watch like each and every content that is in Upstream, or
Yes.
it's the same?
Yes.
It's the same content that you see in the Philippines and also in Sabah, is it?
Yes. Actually, the festival will happen real time will happen real time for everyone all over the world.
Okay.
When it shows here in the Philippines, it will also be shown worldwide. So of course, our Sabahan friends will be able to watch it. At the same time, we made sure that the content also of the producers participating in the MMFF are able to let our Sabahan friends watch it and be friendly in terms of language by putting in English subtitles into the movie. We hope that our Sabahan friends will be able to enjoy the movies created by the film directors and producers.
Yeah, I think we will, because I think we grew up watching Pinoy movies, and some can even speak the language without looking at the subtitles. So for me personally, I grew up watching Pangako Sayo, Kay Tagal
Wow.
Kang Hinintay, Sanay Wala Nang Wakas, and a lot more.
Well, that's
But
nice
yeah,
to hear. That's
so
nice
it's
to
actually
hear. Well, that's-
the Filipino scene is like quite big in Sabah, I think. Yeah.
wow,
So
thank
yeah.
you. At least, yeah.
So is there any viewing window period for this?
Yes, the viewing window starts on the 25th of December, and it will finish by January 7 of 2021.
Okay.
Unless, of course, the producers feel that the festival is still running well, then maybe we can extend it. But it will really depend on how it performs in the box office. For if you talk about the extension.
Okay, so this partnership with Metro Manila Film Festival, I believe it's the biggest endeavor for Upstream so far. But if I may ask, after Metro Manila Film Festival, what is next for Upstream? What are the things that we need to watch for and look forward to?
Yes, that's a good question, Galgat. No? So, after the Metro Manila Film Festival, we in Upstream created Upstream Originals to be shown on Upstream alone. So we're also utilizing the same big stars here in the Philippines and very good directors to actually do content for Upstream. It may be in the form of movies or series. And yes, and we are actually currently doing a couple of films and about to finish that, after the MMFF will be able to hopefully show it right away in Upstream.
Okay, so everything is in line right now, right?
Yes, everything has been projected in terms of the next stuff that's gonna come out
Wow, that's
in
awesome.
Upstream. So yeah, we feel good about it. So hopefully our Sabahan friends will be able to support.
Yes. Dan untuk pengetahuan kamu boleh check out dorang punya website kawan-kawan semua, dan jangan lupa untuk support ini Upstream, pergi tengok semua wayang-wayang kegemaran kamu dalam bahasa Filipina, dan saya tahu ramai yang memang minat. Okay, mungkin kamu masih lagi sedang binge watch film-film Philippines. Jadi thank you so much for your time, Mr. Don Don, and what do you want to say to our Sabahan fan who's been like really supportive in all these Filipino movies,
Yes.
telemovies, telenovela?
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank Copy for making this happen. So at least our Sabahan friends would know more about Upstream. And I want to thank you, Galgat, for your time for this interview.
Thank
And
you
of course,
so much.
I would like to really invite our Sabahan friends. And I think, even we come from different countries. I think we do have similar voices to tell and similar stories to tell. And I think it's a good start. I mean, for Upstream to be able to, bridge, the communication gap, between our countries, so that we can understand each other more. We get to see Filipino content and see how our culture is, and just the same, if there will be content from Sabah, we'll gladly. Hopefully we can also put it in Upstream so we can also share it with other people around the world.
Yes,
So,
that's awesome.
So I'm inviting everyone to please support us in this coming MMFF starting December 25 to January 7. And Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Don Don. So we'll be waiting for that date. It's gonna be less than 10 days from now. So thank you so much for your time, Mr. Don Don.
Thank you.
Merry
you, Velvet.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and
Okay.
to the Copy friends.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright. Bersama saya Velvet di Kupi FM. Apa kabar kamu pada hari ini? Dan nyari saya berpeluang untuk bercerita, bertanya-tanya lah nih kan pasal Upstream dan juga Metro Manila Film Festival yang akan diadakan di Filipina pada 25 Desember, yaitu hari Christmas ini sampailah tahun depan. Dan sebentar saja tadi saya bersama dengan Mr. Don Don, Presiden dan CEO untuk Reality Entertainment dan juga Managing Business Partner di Upstream. Dan sekarang ini di Talian, mereka berada di Philippines nih. Saya bersama dengan Mr. Eric Mati. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Okay. So, for your information guys, Mr. Eric adalah seorang filmmaker yang sangat-sangat famous di Philippines, dan maybe you would want to introduce yourself to our listeners.
Hi, everyone listening. My name is Eric Mati. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a director, a producer in the Philippines. And we also have our own production company. Currently, we're launching Upstream, which is an online TVOD platform. So we're inviting you guys to be part of it.
Yes, would you want to share more about Upstream? What brought Upstream to life?
Well, all these years, we've been talking about with the cinemas, with the cinema box office, sometimes not too dependable, and everything's trying to go online. We've been talking in the Philippines for so long that maybe online could be part of the future, aside from cinema, aside from physical theaters, and we just haven't gotten around to doing it. Now the pandemic happened, and we got into a lockdown. It was March, and we thought, okay, maybe it's gonna take a month, and we're good.
Yep.
And then the month happened, and it was pretty clear that the cases were going up. There's been a lockdown, and we don't. The cinemas have been closed, and me and my partner were in the process of finishing 5 films that time. Some in different stages of production. Some were shooting the remaining days. Some were editing, and it bothered us. Of course, we were just home, and we kept on thinking about the business. And we started realizing, what if this lockdown is going to take so much time? And what's going to happen to our 5 films? I mean, all the investment in there, we don't know when to recoup it. All the money is out. So we started discussing around maybe April.
Yeah.
And the idea we thought of was going online. But it's not easy to go online. You know, I mean, we can post on YouTube, but again, that's not a real, dependable, marketable platform for movies that cost a lot.
Yeah.
So we ended up thinking maybe we should start thinking of starting our own online streaming platform. And one project we had was in co-production with a telco company. It's called Globe Telecoms. They have a film outfit, which is Globe Studios. And we were working with the guys there. And we thought maybe we should just start talking to them and see if there's a possibility. The reason why we went into this with a telco is because we want really the international standards for streaming. And who else could do something like that but a tech company like a telco?
Yep.
So we started talking, and at first it was just like, is it possible? Would we be able to do it? And then it snowballed into everyone got excited, and then Upstream came about.
Okay, so nowadays there are so many streaming platforms available around the world, right? So
Yes.
what makes Upstream different from other streaming platforms available?
Well, we looked at several models. There's the Netflix model, which uses subscription. But at the end of the day, we started saying it's hard to keep up with a subscription-based platform because everyone's looking for new content every week.
Yep.
Then we went back to the core idea of why we felt we need to go online. It's because the cinemas are closed. And what kind of model do we think we want if it's based on cinemas? We just want a model where if I'm a content producer, I do a film or a series, and there's no cinemas to show it to. Eventually, of course, if it shows, then it could go to the cinemas. But we pattern the same model as the cinemas, where the content producer could also bring it online. They market their own film, the content producers, they market their own film. People get to buy it per click, per view. And it's pretty much like a cinema experience, except that you're doing it online and you can do it anywhere, everywhere.
It's like watching a movie from home.
Yes.
The latest movie from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, looking at competition, we in the Philippines, we're quite young on the streaming platform. So there's nothing really out there. Everyone's going to subscription. Everyone wants to be Netflix.
True.
But we're looking the other way. We're looking the other way where we want just a straight transaction between the content producers and the platform. And we're hoping that it becomes like a weekly thing. That the charm of the platform is every week people would open their their website or their web browsers, look into Upstream and see, oh, there's a new movie. Do I want to buy into it or not?
Uh-huh.
That's all. And aside from that, we were trying to find a way to introduce a new online streaming platform where Filipinos are the main focus. Filipino content is the main focus. We have Amazon here. We have Google Play. We have YouTube. But those are people that don't cater to the Filipino audience.
Yep.
They just are a place where you could put your content, but they don't really market your content. Here, we're thinking everyone who's displaced in the lockdown, including us, all producers who don't know where to go with their content, you can go to us for Upstream, and we will give you a platform by which your content can be seen. And there's no term limit. It depends on the kind of strategy you want as a content producer on how you market your film. Remember, if you go into cinemas here, you're up against the major Hollywood movies.
Yes.
And because the cinemas here are not too many, you're up against, if your film doesn't perform well on the first 2 days, you're taken out of the cinemas in favor of Spider-Man, of Wonder Woman, and you end up looking for where else could I recoup my money. Here, we're allowing the producers to have more control. We want this platform to have the producers be in control of what happens to their babies. So if they decide, I want the tickets to be this much, I want it cheaper, then we go with cheaper. But we'll also advise you, okay, if it's cheap, maybe people would think it's not good. But if you're really hard-pressed on doing that, then let's go with it. If you want premium pricing, we'll go with it. If you want to stay in the platform for 3 months because you want a slow burn, you want word of mouth to step in, then we'd also give you that kind of accommodation. And that assures you that you're not going to be taken out and if your film constantly performs.
Yeah,
right?
so basically you're giving like more chances to all the Filipino creators to create more contents to be put up on Upstream. Yeah.
Yes. Of course, we know that in the next few months or even a year from now, there's going to be a deluge. There's going to be a lot of people going into streaming. Now, our next challenge is how do we rise above the clutter of all these online streaming platforms, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to find a niche. We're trying to find a niche by starting January. We're introducing new content from Filipinos, original content from us. If you look at our two launching programs, which is the Metro Manila Film Festival and the Q Cinema, it sort of signals the kind of diversity we want on the platform. We have MMFF, who's going for the most popular stars and most popular stories, more accessible stories. And then we also did Q Cinema, which is a film festival that showcases foreign avant-garde films and art house cinema.
Yeah, Yeah, can you tell us more about this exciting partnership when you were talking about MMFF, Metro Manila Film Festival?
Yeah, all these years, MMFF has become like a celebration during Christmas. It's the only time, and I think it's the only event in Asia or even in the world where for a period of 2-3 weeks, no foreign films can be allowed to show on our cinemas.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's Christmas. Everyone, so if you look at, we're a third world country, right? So everyone's saving up for Christmas. Not everybody can watch one movie a week or one movie every 2 weeks.
Yep.
But on Christmas, the whole family saves up, the father or the mother, in order to bring them to the cinemas, even just for one movie. To have one enjoyment on Christmas where the whole family is together, right? So this year, with the pandemic, MMDA, the the Metro Manila Development Authority, which handles all our infrastructure and the traffic, etc., was having problems because the cinemas might not be open till Christmas. And then they started exploring online. Now, with online, with Upstream, for example, our sell now is, now you get the chance to watch all 10 movies because you don't have to buy so many tickets in watching one movie, because you can gather the whole family, you can just buy one ticket. And now, you're in the previous years, some would only allow them one ticket for one movie because there's 10 of them in the family. And they need to buy snacks, drinks, they need to go to the mall. Here, you can get to watch all 10 movies because now you don't have to buy tickets for everybody.
Yep.
So we're hoping that we could transfer the kind of energy, the kind of celebratory feel of the previous MMFF, but this time around it's online and you can do it at home. No scares, no traffic, no pandemic. You can do it at the safety of your own home.
Yeah, and speaking about MMFF, this is the biggest endeavor for Upstream so far, right? So after the Metro Manila Film Festival, what's next for Upstream? What are we gonna look forward to? Because I believe in Sabah, we have most of us watch, Pinoy film, telemovies, series, and it was like a craze when Pangako Sayo start. And up until today, we listen to songs from the Philippines. It's like Buwan. It's like really, really famous here. Yeah. So what's next for Upstream after MMFF?
So after MMFF, we're already closing on our first quarter programming. That's January to March. And we've locked in around 5 films already, 5 local, original Filipino films that's never been seen. And together with that, in our vision to provide diversity for all Pinoy audiences, that over the years we've been given only a few choices to watch on the cinemas or online because that's what the market demands, right? What we want to happen is for Upstream to also diversify and provide content that are not brought here in the Philippines. So together with the 5 original films that were ready to launch this January to March, we've also licensed a few foreign films, mixing it with anime, mixing it with Korean love stories, mixing it with subtitled foreign films. We just recently got a French film that we feel could work with the market, and we're thinking we shouldn't be afraid of subtitles. We're giving everyone access to their own type of content and not just the content we feel everyone would support. Well, that's what we're thinking of. So in the next January to March, we're thinking of mixing, after the whole period in December where it's mostly Tagalog films, we're mixing our programming with foreign films, Hollywood films as well, subtitled foreign films like a Korean love story. We are launching one already. We're also launching some horror films from Hollywood that we've licensed. We have 5 anime titles from Japan.
Wow.
That we've bought. Again, finding the niche audience that such films carry, right?
Yep.
Because streaming is not really about big box office. Streaming is about niche audiences. You find your audiences for certain films and they keep on coming back, and you bring them the same kind of entertainment that they're looking for that they couldn't find elsewhere. So that's our plans so far.
So there are so many exciting things going on after this, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hard work, a lot of hard
oh
work.
yes, definitely. So okay, we're actually looking forward to this, and I don't think you know, but Sabahans are big followers of Tagalog films,
Yes,
movies, and
we
all.
know that. We know that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes, yes.
we have so many Filipinos staying here, living abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So it even people like Asla, Kadazan Dusun, everyone watches Tagalog movies.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
Yeah.
maybe you have something to say to all Sabahan fans who watches Pinoy movies.
Now you can have access to movies back from home here in the Philippines, movies that you all miss every day while you're working, while you're making a living. Now you could go back and watch films and TV series, online series, just by the click of your finger, and it should feel like you're just back home. And I hope you guys enjoy this Christmas, because this Christmas we're bringing you 10 new films. And these 10 new films will have anything for everyone. There's a horror film there, there's a drama, there's romance, there's comedy, there's a fantasy for children. There's one for everyone. So I hope you have fun this Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. We know it's tough times right now because of the pandemic, but we should have moments like this where we could also enjoy spending our Christmas with our family.
Yes, thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Eric. Looking forward to everything that's going to be on Upstream. And
Yes.
a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Stay safe.
Stay safe too.